My first memories were in Edgewood, Pennsylvania, outside of Pittsburgh, because I was born in Pittsburgh.
Edgewood's the name of the town?
Yes. And I don't remember a whole lot about that because, let's see, then we moved to Blairsville when I must have been about 4 or 5.
You remember that?
No, I don't remember. I remember the house, what it looked like.
What was that like?
It was a yellow brick house, big house. Had a big long driveway and a attached garage. And it had a open field across the street from it. And we used to play out on the street a lot because there wasn't a lot of traffic back then.
What'd you play in the street?
Probably just played with a ball, kicking it and hitting it. Whatever. I wasn't into dancing. My mother tried to get me to go to dancing, and I used to go up to this shopping center where they had all these little girls dancing in costumes and stuff. And I thought, I'd rather go to a hockey game. And so I think that's why I was meant to have boys.
Yeah. And you went to a lot of hockey games.
Oh, yeah. And played a lot of boys' activities out in the street and played with the boys. I didn't go hang out with the girls very much, especially teenage girls. They kind of turned me off because they were so snobby and snotty. And
yeah, I think they're still like that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Did they have any girls' sports back then?
No, not many things, no. They expected girls to go for dance and cheerleading. I wasn't a cheerleader. I was in the band. I played clarinet in the band.
When did you start playing clarinet?
4th grade.
Same as us.
Yeah, about the same, yeah. And my senior year in high school, we had an undefeated football team, and I got to go to all the games by the band.
So undefeated, did they win? Did they have a state tournament, and did they win that?
Not at that time. It was just a
regular season?
Yeah, just a regular season. We were undefeated. And so that was exciting. I remember going to all those games. And
did the whole band go on their own bus?
Bus. They went by bus. And
that's what I was telling some of the people around here in Minnesota for hockey. The team and the cheerleaders would all go on a bus, and then the band would have a bus, and there'd be a bunch of buses for all the fans. And
put a show on at halftime.
Yeah.
Out on the field. And
was the band good?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I went to school in Indiana, I think, like from junior high on, so it's about 6th grade. They had a country school there, but my parents didn't want me to go to that country school.
Why?
So, well, I don't know, they were teachers and they didn't think it was good enough. And so I went to Indiana. I used to travel with my father worked in Indiana, so
Did he take you to school?
Yeah, I would go in with him, and then I'd come home in the evening with him and travel back and forth. And
so that was the high school you went to also?
Yes, and I went through Indiana High School.
Okay. What was the high school's name?
Indiana
High School.
Yep. And that's where I played in the band.
Do you remember any of the other kids in the band?
No. I still exchange Christmas cards with some of my high school classmates.
Oh, that's cool. I don't.
Yeah, so I'm
Who are they?
anxious to find out who I hear from and who drops off. At my age, I've lost a few of them. So
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
So who are the ones that you still communicate with?
Let's see. Communicate with Gwenny Mock and Connie Rising and can't think of the name. I need to list them for me.
And they were from high school?
Yes. It's from high school.
Yeah. And what year did you graduate from high school?
Graduated in 51.
Okay.
In college, 55.
So it's funny, when I was a kid, I always thought it would have been fun to be in the 50s, and my kids say, oh, it would have been fun to be in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun to be in the 50s. I had a good time. I enjoyed school and my friends. And
Tell me that story about the ice cream thing with the nut in it.
oh, yeah, I saved it to the last because it was the best.
Yeah.
It was.
What was this thing? Like a ice cream cone or something?
Yeah, it was a cone that came with these like pecans, sugared pecans on the top, and I used to eat around them and save till the last, and it dropped in the mud. So that's the last time I did that. I ate that first from then on.
I remember that's one of my earliest memories of stories that you told us. And tell me about Musser's nursery.
Oh, yes. My uncle worked for Musser's nursery, and he got me a summer job of weeding pine trees. And you had to sit on the ground and weed these little pine trees in the hot sun and with these scratchy things. And that's what made me say, I'm going to complete college because I'm not going to do this the rest of it. I lasted a couple weeks at that job. And then I got a job working in McCrory's 5 and 10 in the ladies' lingerie. And I had a boyfriend at the time who was a stock boy in that store. And every time I'd be holding up these Super X pants to show some lady, he'd walk by. I was humiliated.
So that might be his memory of you.
Yeah, probably. Peeking over those.
What was his name? Do you remember his name?
But I remember his name. Yeah. Wait, it has to come to Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke?
Yeah. His name was Rob Van Dyke.
Rob Van Dyke.
Rob Van Dyke. Yeah.
And he went to Indiana High School?
Yes.
And did Uncle Russ live across the street that whole time?
Yeah, Uncle Russ, he lived in Indiana, and then he moved out in the country in the farm across from us.
Okay. Yeah, I loved going to Pennsylvania. That house was so cool, and there was a pond, and we could go to Uncle Russ's and feed the horses, and
Yeah.
that was always a good time. And the player piano, remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
pump player piano? Wonder if he still has that. Do you think that piano is still there?
I don't know. He remarried, and then his wife the last I heard, she had Alzheimer's and she was in a nursing home. But he was still going.
Yeah.
My grandparents lived in a farm about a half a mile down the road.
Mm-hmm.
I used to spend time there, and they had neighbors. They were the Edwards was their last name. Stephen Edwards, he was there. And they had children my age. And so when I would go to visit my grandparents, my grandfather was a grumpy. And he didn't like us to go in the barn because he thought we'd get hurt. And so we would wait until, because it was hilly there, and he'd go back over the hill with the team of horses to plow or mow or something. So as soon as he'd go over the hill, we'd race for the barn. And then when we could hear him come back because he would be yelling at the horses. So we would hear him yelling, and so we'd get out of there like we'd never been there. But Edwards, the neighbors had kids our age. Mm-hmm. And so they would let us ride on the hay wagon and all kinds of things with there.
All those dangerous things.
Yeah, we'd go over there and we'd hang out with them all the time.
Is that where you got the pitchfork in the leg?
Oh yeah, it was in what was in my grandfather's barn. I got the pitchfork in the leg.
So he was right, huh?
Yeah, it was. Because the hay kept going back like it was going to go off, and we didn't want evidence that we were there. So I went boom with that, and it went right through and into my leg.
Oh, you did it to yourself?
I did it to myself, yeah. And so my aunt took me to the doctor, and I had to get it cleaned out I still remember that. They dug it out and cleaned it out. And,
did they have to stitch it up?
No, it wasn't. No, stitching. It was a puncture wound. So I had to get a tetanus shot. And then they just bandaged it up and sent me on my way.
You just missed the pitchfork and the leg story.
That was a fun time.
So tell Jonathan, when you were a kid, like elementary school age, what did you guys do for fun? Because they just play video games and text and stuff.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We played out in the street. We played games out in the street, and the girls went to these dance classes. I wasn't into that, so I'd rather play ball with the boys out on the street. And
she was like Natasha.
Girls still do dance classes.
Played Ring Around the Icebox. Have you heard of her? Ring Around the... We played
What's
Ring
that?
Around the Icebox, and well, it was a hiding game. You chanted this saying, and everybody spread somewhere to hide. And then they were supposed to look for us, and we were supposed to run in and tag the base before they'd find us. So. It was exciting.
What's the icebox got to do with it?
I don't. That's just what they called it. Ring Around the Icebox. Maybe originally they used these ice boxes because they had these, instead of electric refrigerators, they had what they called ice box, and they used to get delivery from the Iceman, these big blocks of ice to keep things cold in the ice box, cold ice box.
Would that be nice?
Yeah.
And tell us about all the relatives around. Did you have cousins that you played with? Because I never did, and these guys,
yeah,
none of us have ever lived by relatives.
No, I had cousins from both sides of the family around. From my father's side, the Hamiltons, and then from my country relatives, the Craigs. And yeah, we used to get together and holidays and Christmas and
How many?
Thanksgiving.
Was there a lot of people?
Yeah, compared to what I have now, it's a lot of people.
I remember going to grandma's and we'd have like a picnic, some kind of reunion, and there'd be all these people. I didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Yeah, they were fun times because we had both sides of the family, both of the Hamiltons and the Craigs. In same area. My Aunt Midge lived in the same property as into where I lived in the house along the lane. And Peg is there now.
Oh, she's in that house now?
Yeah, she's in that house.
Yeah, I liked that house. They had the painting of the Split Rock Lighthouse. Remember that? So, Jonathan, we went to Aunt Midge lived next to my grandma out in the country, beautiful place. And when we were little kids, we went there, and she had this really nice painting on the wall of a lighthouse, and we looked at it and we went, "Do you know where that is? That's in Minnesota." She had a painting of a lighthouse from Minnesota on her wall.
Yeah,
she didn't know it. That's Split Rock Lighthouse. And tell me how all the relatives are related, like Peg, and because there's the Craig side and the Hampton side, and
yeah, Peg is on the Hamilton side. She was my Aunt Midge's daughter, which Aunt Midge was my father's sister.
Okay.
So that was the Hamilton side. And
so that's your mom's sister-in-law.
Yes.
Okay.
And let's see, Aunt Helen was on my mother's side. She was my mother's sister, younger sister. And my Uncle Raymond was on my mother's side, Craig's side, Raymond Craig.
Okay.
And
so how many in Grandma's family? It was her. And her name was Lillian, Jonathan.
Lillian?
Your great-grandmother's name was Lillian
Craig.
Hamilton. Yeah, she was
Craig Hamilton.
Craig, and then she married into the Hamilton family. So there was Grandma and Aunt Helen and Uncle Raymond. Is that it in that family?
And Grace. Aunt Grace.
Aunt Grace.
And yeah, that's it in that generation.
Okay.
Aunt Grace never had any children, so it stopped there. And Helen had Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And
How about Raymond?
And Raymond had he had girls. He had his sons. Gosh, my memory's gone.
Too many relatives.
Yeah.
And what was Uncle Raymond's wife's name?
Gladys.
Gladys, Aunt Gladys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still get Christmas cards from her.
Oh, she must be old now.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
You got to be near 100, huh?
Pretty close. Yeah.
So when we were kids, we'd go to Pennsylvania, and we would go to Uncle Chuck and Aunt Grace's house for Thanksgiving. And Aunt Grace was the best cook. Yeah, she made the best food. And Uncle Chuck had a tractor, so he'd give us a ride in the trailer of the tractor, and then he would dump the trailer and dump us out. We thought that was the greatest.
And Aunt Grace got her skills from my grandmother.
Yeah.
And we used to go there every Sunday for dinner. and she would cook this dinner, and she had this rocking chair over, and she would cook everything and serve it and put it on the table and call us all to come and eat. And she wouldn't join us. She would sit there while we ate and sit in that rock. I can still picture her sitting in that rocking chair. Oh,
And that was on the Craig side.
yes.
What was her name?
Blanche.
Oh, that was another Blanche, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember her.
Mhm.
Yeah, because she was still alive when
Yeah.
we first started going there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's kind of how I remember her too. Just kind of.
Actually, she was my step grandmother because the original grandmother died when my mother was quite young, about 4 years old.
Is that the Blanche that I remember? The same one?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Mm.
I remember that. She was a really, really, really old lady sitting
Yeah,
in the corner.
yeah, that would be the.
And we always heard what a great cook she was.
Yeah, she was. That's where we got our skills.
Yep.
My sister was bossy and stuck up. She was the oldest sister, and she got to do everything first because she was the oldest. And
Yeah, Mike was like that too.
yeah, yeah.
Is Jay like that, Jonathan?
Kinda.
And my brother was the only boy in the middle between two girls, so he got away with murder. He never did anything wrong.
And when was Martha born?
When
What
was
year?
it? Oh gosh.
How much older was she?
She's 5 years older than I am.
Oh, I thought she was more than that. Only 5.
Maybe she is. I'll have to look that up too.
So that's kind of like close to Jay and Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
What is?
Difference in age because you're 5 years apart.
Oh, yeah.
And she remained bossy her whole life. So you know what you have to look forward to.
And how much older was Uncle Bob?
Than me?
Yeah.
2 years. He was 2 years.
Okay. For some reason I thought there was a bigger age difference. Did you hang out with Uncle Bob much when you were a kid?
No, not a whole lot when we were kids.
He didn't let you
But
join in their boys' sports and stuff?
well, yeah, sometimes out on the street we'd get, trying to think. Little sisters didn't really jive too much with the
Yeah, it's like, oh, my little sister's here again.
yeah.
Natasha wasn't like that to you, though, was she?
What?
You were always the cute little brother.
I guess.
Did they play in the band?
My brother played the trumpet. My sister, she sang and she played the piano.
Mm.
And yeah, she, in fact, she sang with the Cleveland Symphony Chorus when she got older. And I never sang because she intimidated me. So I don't open my mouth around her.
Was Bob pretty good on the trumpet?
Yeah, he's pretty good. And he had a nice voice too. He
Yeah.
sang in the choir and in high school in the chorus. And things like that. He was always they had shows. He was in dramatics and all that kind of stuff.
Did you do any of that stuff? Drama or anything?
No, I didn't. if I did anything like that, I was like a stagehand or something.
I was the pit drummer.
Oh. Yeah. So I was kind of shy. I didn't like getting in front of groups or things. So.
Were Martha and Bob like that?
No. Especially Martha. She wasn't shy.
Well, it's kind of like these guys.
Yeah.
Jay will do anything.
Uh-huh.
Jonathan's kind of shy in front of. He doesn't want to get up in front of people.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't.
It's too much.
And Natasha, she did the drama stuff where she'd go up on stage all by herself and talk, how does she do that? I wonder if it's the youngest kind of thing.
Well, I was the youngest, and that wasn't my thing.
No, I mean, Jonathan's youngest, and he's kind of shy.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
I don't think I was shy when I was a little tiny kid, but in high school.
Yeah, you were shy. Couldn't even get you to go to school and stay there.
So it was her brother Bob married Aunt Dory. So it was Uncle Bob and Aunt Dory.
They met Penn State. They both went to Penn State College, and that's where they met.
Okay. That's why we cheer for Penn State all the time.
Yeah, me too. And even your great-grandmother went to Penn State.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And your great-great-grandmother, let's see, my great-grandmother went to college back when not many women. She went to Pennsylvania College for Women, PCW.
Wow.
In Pittsburgh. So college, it's always been important. We didn't even get to consider anything else.
Yeah.
We go from senior in high school to college like you go from first grade to second grade.
Yeah.
Not even given a thought not to.
Grades are important.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, my father's family education was very important. They was educated there, and my grandfather on my father's side was a financial advisor to Mellon, Andrew Mellon of Mellon Bank.
Oh, wow.
So I thought that's where Kenny got his talent.
Yeah. That's the Penguins ice arena now is the Mellon Center, I think.
The Mellon Center?
Yeah, it's from this guy, Mellon, who big banking multi-billionaire. And so when you hear Mellon, that's where it's from. So you have connections.
Yeah, related. Way back there.
And so Bob had Cindy and Ricky. And Ricky's still in Colorado Springs, right?
Yes.
And then Aunt Martha married the other Uncle Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Walter.
Yeah.